Hey friends, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's video, which is first impression of 5.2 Procreate. So we're going to basically update Procreate to this new major version, and we're going to go through some of these new features that we can see. Now this is not going to be a tutorial or anything of that kind, because I myself am clueless of the new features. I've hardly seen one or two YouTube videos related to them, but of course I will see more. But for now we're just going to see and unbox Procreate 5.2. I don't know, but let's just get into the video. The home page was nothing different, so here is the brush section, and you can see that there's a new materials folder, which actually just ended up being the touch-up section renamed as materials. And I think there are a few new brushes here. I'm not sure because I didn't use this touch-ups much except for the hair, but yeah, it looks like there are a few new brushes as well which we can explore. And also there's a new recents folder, and if you slide to the left on this, you can pin the brush. I'm yet to explore all this, so can't really tell what it is. So now we're going to just go to the brush studio by clicking on the brush, and what we're going to see here is that there's a huge number of folders here as well, like this new stabilization. This is actually to correct all the scraggly wonky lines, but I do not think I'm going to enable this because already my drawing on paper has become quite bad because of all these online features of just holding and then the line becoming straight and everything, that it becomes hard to draw on real paper. So the materials folder is basically for 3D painting, where you can increase or decrease the metallic look when you paint on a 3D model. So now we are going to actually start off with a 3D model. I'll show you exactly how to download these and how exactly these work. So all you have to do is go to the wrench in any of the artworks, help section, click on what's new, and there you get this a whole new dimension section, and you can just click on download model pack. So what I realized is that all these are just available as models, but you cannot actually create a model in Procreate. You need to create it using another app, and I will just link some apps that I have found in the description. And once you create a 3D model in that app, you can bring it into Procreate and then paint on that model. So this needs a little more research, and I'll make a video about this once I myself am clear on what exactly this 3D modeling is. So now I'm seeing that this section, it allows only 2 layers, but the painting, actually just look at it, you can paint it so well. It looks like I'm painting in real life, like spray painting. I found this really cool, and I think that it's a great new addition. But what I felt was that the layer moving and everything is a bit rough and not very smooth yet, but I think it's something that they'll correct in a few weeks and a few more updates. That's not much of a worry, but all the features in this 3D modeling seemed really nice. Like you can just go here and change the color, and I increased that metallic roughness and all that we saw a little bit before in the video, and just look at the color that it gives. It looks so amazing. So you can just play around with all these 3D materials, that's the metallic and roughness, and it's really satisfying to paint on these 3D models, especially with the chalk brush. So do try it out in case you have updated Procreate. But actually I think that it's best to wait a few weeks before you update, because many times these new models will have a lot of glitches and things like that, even though I haven't found any glitch as such till now. But I was too eager, so I just downloaded it the day it released. But yeah, it's totally your choice. Anyways, just look at how beautiful this looks. It looks like a real life painting, and I can't wait to try this out actually and make something really beautiful. Now let's move on to some of the other features. First thing is that you go to the palettes in the color section, and you can actually find cards, which are these much bigger versions of the palette. And the cool thing here is that you can rename the color as whatever you want, and Procreate would have already given it a name, but then you can change it to absolutely anything that you want. So the next feature is something related to the magic wand, the adjustments. So all you have to do is just click on any of the adjustments and you will find two options. One is that you can just blur the entire layer, which I'm showing right now. Second is you can just click on that arrow and then you can use pencil so that you can decide where exactly you want to blur it. This feature was also there before, but they've just modified it a little bit, so it's nothing too new. And the same thing with hue and saturation and brightness. You can choose either the entire layer or just the pencil and move the pencil around or your finger on the screen to where you want to change the color and to what you want to change it. Now let's go ahead to the toolbox and see if there's anything new over there. So first, in the help section, I actually never visited this section before, so I don't really know. And now what's this advanced settings? Let's have a look. Okay, it just takes you to your settings app, so that doesn't make much sense, so don't click on that unless you want to go to your settings app. So all this seems more or less the same except for this is your animation assist that was there before, but below that you have is your page assist, and that is somewhat like layers. I haven't figured this out completely yet. You can see I'm fumbling about trying to do it, but I think how it works is that you can go through different layers, and when you click on one in the page assist tab, it will automatically hide all your other layers and you don't have to manually hide all the layers. But if you manually hide the layers in the layers section, that gets deleted from the page assist tab. I don't know if you got me, but yeah, that's kind of what I understood. So this is another feature that you can resize the canvas, and I found that this is an amazing feature because many times you may want to change the size of the canvas, so I really like that as well. You can flip vertically, horizontally, everything I already showed you. So that's it that I could see when I opened the app. Now it's time to learn the software properly by just going to YouTube, searching for some tutorials, and I'll probably make a tutorial myself. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss that video out. And that's it. I think all I have to say is that they need to make the 3D section a little more smoother and not so rough. That's the only thing that I found. Everything else is great, and I can't wait to try out Procreate 5.2 for real. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.